challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Beginning operation.
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Trips them up. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What's the play here? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Combo with the target combo. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Taking stock. Gets him. Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight.
Beginning of the round. What will our fighters do? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Punish counter. This could lead to something big. All right, what's coming up next? Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Goes for the super art? This is looking bad. What are they gonna do? Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Flashes it. Shreds it cleanly. Still lots of time left in this match. You could say that the real fight is about to start.
Round 3. Fight.
Goes with the projectile for the opening shot. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Burnout is triggered. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 is in a tight spot right now. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on? Big counter. Sticks the combo. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter attack. Hits him with a stop and bottom. Smart play with the throw. Knockdown and good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge... Using the super can open up huge chances. Fatal leg twister. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do? They're going for the super art? They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Right lead is there, but still anyone's game. Shoryu! Amazing! Huge chance after that wall. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Threads it cleanly. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Opts for the throw. What's the play here? Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. If the drive gauge is completely empty, the player will enter burnout and won't be able to use drive for a period of time. So it's vital to not let that happen. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Heading into the end, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here.
Round 2. Fight.
Beginning of the round. What will our fighters do? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Uses the target combo to give a super art connect? 1 has the super meter lead and may want to try to press the attack. They have the lead in SA meter, but can they take advantage of it? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Player 1 has a definite critical. What's gonna happen? Feeling the second wind blowing in as the critical art goes for the slice and dice to make everything so nice. Quick breather. Whiff with that huge attack. Oh, they're in the corner. They're going for the super art. In there. All that. Player 2 straight up put their opponent on a poster.
Round 3. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Was looking for that jump attack. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Nails the parry. Now it's their turn to press buttons. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Both players will need to... Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. They exchange blows. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Put the fear of God in it. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shows the overhead. Lots of aggression from both sides. Okay, takes them all the way to the center. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Throws them. What's next? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Experiencing burnout. The pressure is KO. Player 2 is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match.
Round 2. Fight.
Misses the drive impact. What are both fighters plotting? Overdrive. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Neither of them willing to back off. Knockdown. Freezes the gauge. They hit each other. Heading into the end. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 KO. Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first?
Round 3. Fight.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. It starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. This kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player 2 chases them down. And they KO. Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight.
They block the overhead, and the overhead connects. That's a counter. Gets a risky punch, brushes that off, and keeps going. Player connects with the throw. Smart play with the throw. A super art? Learns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai to Hasan. And they created in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin.
You call, I answer!
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the command grab. Low heavy. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The counter is blocked. Takes a trip. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Throws him. What's next? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. They timed that just right to get the perfect pair. Tries to catch him out with the arch step. Picks the drive reverse. Goes for the super arc. Life lead opens up. Box KO. Player 2 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Round two. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Neither of them willing to back off. Takes the trip. Goes for the super arc? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Whiffs the throw. KO! Player 2 is feeling it. Match point.
Round three. Fight.
Tries to catch him out with the arch step. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Knockdown. Player 2 has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Uses the target combo as a filler. Going in, the fighters return to the middle of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Looking to impress with this super. Boosting scramble gonna leave them hurt. Both fighters planning something. Vagabond and sends them flying. Knockdown. What's this Jinju Hado gonna do? Player 1. No! This'll break him. Player 1. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Tries to catch him out with the arch step. Got their eye on the air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Lots of aggression from both sides. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Taking stock. With this super up connect. KO. Player 2 is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match.
Round two. Fight.
Checking their opponent. What are both fighters plotting? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run. Experiencing burnout. Beats it up with a combo into super. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gutsy play with the grab. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive KO. Player 2 is feeling it. Match point.
Round three. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Box him with a target card. Brushes that off and keeps going. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see Jinju Hadouken. going in?
Just goes for it at this range. Start the tune, cause Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning.
Player 1 in dire straits with burnout.
Goes out of sight.
Both absolutely refuse. They're going for the super arc. The super doesn't hit.
Player 2 can't let this simmer. What? Flash anti-air.
Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers.
Oh, here we go. Super arc incoming. Player 1 and whip. They're wide open.
Doesn't touch the blow.
Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on. This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. How's this round going to develop? Knockdown. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Big counter. Gets him. Player 1 may have taken the first round, but you can be sure that there will be adjustments on both sides.
Round 2. Fight.
Had the radar up and running. Goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Combo with the target combo. Players with this super arc connect. Knockdown. How's this round going to develop? Sure you can? It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
Hits them with a stopping block. Closing moment, the Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Threads it cleanly. Player 1 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight.
Immediate jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going.
Busts that off and keeps going.
Grabs them. Good work staying in throw range there.
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range.
Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out.
Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. A parry? Are they trying to beat a pro? They may have something up their sleeve. Matt hits them with a stopping block.
Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. A quick breather.
Crowns them from above.
Are we gonna see a cover?
No! Critical art now?
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves.
Player 2 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it.
Sees the overhead coming.
Wow, reads the counterattack. Flatlines him. I smell a comeback in the works.
Round 4. Fight.
Immediate jump in.
This round is so important. Brushes that off and keeps going.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Now, can they finish the job? Just goes for it at this range. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? The overhead's good. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Going in, they're going for the super art. Are we gonna see a drive impact mission? Amazing! Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Connects with the throw. Excellent read. Okay, no lapse in judgment goes unpunished. This match ain't over yet.
Final round. Fight!
Who will come out on top in this final round? Uses the target combo as a filler. Sure you can? Player 1 will look to burns out. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Nothing stops this train. Throws! Player 1, there's a burnout. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Will this super art do anything? Player 1 can't use anything. It is over! Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Overdrive Hashoga hits him with a stopping block. Throws him. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. No good upside. Solid combo. Player 1 chases him down. Knocked down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow. Experiencing burnout. Taking stock. Both players all out of drive gauge. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight!
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Deftly shuts out the jumping. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. They're still feeling each other out. Knight brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 2 turned this right around with that super. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Will this super art connect? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Nada keeps going on the offensive. Player 2 chases them down. Oh, how did they spot that? Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first?
Round 3. Fight!
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Combo with the target combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Will this super art connect? The super armor does its job. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Alright, what's coming up next? No, put that away. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. They need to rely experiencing burnout. It's a good spot to use the spin there. Player 1 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight!
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Barely blocks the jump-in. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Shoryuken going in. Player one, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Notice it's a good spot to use the super. Manages to put his super art do anything? The drag closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Charges forward. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Still slugging it out here. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Box him with a target combo. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Jumps up, sees it coming and blocks it out. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Going in. KO! Player two will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round two. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Goes for the fireball. Big counter. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? What brings out the super art? How is this going to work out for them? The level 3 super. Looking to make them feel it. Starting something with the super. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Takes a trip. Gets him. Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first?
Round three. Fight.
Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. What'll happen this round? Shows the overhead. Anticipates the overhead. All right, what's coming up next? And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Brings out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Going on the offensive? Combo with the target combo. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player one will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have drive rush to keep it going. The impact doesn't just take a big gamble and rips out a raw super. There's the impact. Not letting that go, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player two is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round four. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Coming through. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Out of range, relatively safe. Player one is working with a better just goes for it at this range. Throws a fireball. Burnout activates. Player two in dire straits with burnout. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player two needs to use the experiencing burnout. Both fighters are out of drive. They're going for the super art. Drive usage is back on the table. Overdrive, a Shogun call, the throw connects. Both fighters planning something? They can't squander this punish counter yet. The super connect punish counter sets the table. Player one, closes it out.
How's that? Yeah! You can't beat me! Fight round! Fight! Oh, yeah.
Who's going to steal this win? The overhead denied.
Yeah.
Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player two is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it?
What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Okay, here we go. What's next? The overhead cannot. Here comes a big overhead, but it won't work. Things are looking very bleak, but Kante sees the overhead coming. Knocked them out of the air. What were they thinking? A real test of strong super hard incoming. Trying to pull a finish. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
My pleasure.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. Lots of aggression from both sides. Anticipates the overhead. Player 2 chases them down. Knocked down. Very solid corner switch. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Life lead opens up. Digs in deep to get that drive KO. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. What'll happen this round? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Old heats it up with a combo into super. The level 3 super. Looking to make them feel it.
That felt good, didn't it?
Perfect time to spend the meter. Player 2 is working with this super up connect. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Decides to buff up while they can. In a dire situation.
Still lots of time left in this match. You could say that the real fight is about to start.
Round 3. Fight.
What'll happen this round? Combo with the target combo. Uses a drive parry against the attack. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. With the throw. Player 2 chases them down. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves. Burnout activates. In a dire situation, they can't afford in there. Player two is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight.
Jumps in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player one has an empty drive gauge. They're going for the super art, freezing hot. Looking for a chance. Player hits him with a stop and pop. All the throw connects. Both fighters resolve critical. What's gonna happen? Jury's going to a dark place. Tyson down high rock move.
Such a lovely experience. We're just gonna
Big drive countback turns out. Player two. That was the highest if I've ever seen it. This match ain't over yet.
boring.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Nails it. Sees the overhead coming. That's while they're blinking. Impact squash. What are they gonna do? The pace quickens after trading hits. Dashes them out. Okay, will this super art do anything? My girl's flying. I called it. What were they thinking? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Good decision with that throw. Look at meaty. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the fight. There's a burnout. It is over. Player one was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage.
Here we go.
No escape from the throw. Grabs him, knockdown. Player one is just about out of drive after that. All right, what's their game plan here at this critical stage? Can't tech the throw? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The jump in catches them. Throws them to negate the block. Hits with the overhead. All right, what's coming up next? Experiencing burnout. They're going for the super arc to come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player one wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Fight.
That drive impact is blocked. That overhead was a bit obvious. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. What's the play here? Goes for the command grab. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Will this super art connect? Blocks it just as goes for the super art? That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you just gotta use it. It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is in there! Player one is feeling it. Match point.
A little bit more.
Round 3. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Neither of them. Will this super art connect? The super doesn't hit. A parry? Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart game plan. Burns the bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan. Now, can they finish the job? Sneaks in above. Brushes that off and keeps going. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. That's a counter. Knockdown and... more fuel to the fire. Hook them up. They gotta dig down deep here. Player one, will this super art do anything? Excellent read. Party time. Catches them with a Fuha Storm. What now? What a finish. Player
one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Definitely saw that counter coming. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. All right, what's coming up next? Burns the drive gauge.
Were they baiting them into that? Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Players experiencing burnout. Threads it cleanly. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round two. Fight.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 chases them down. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. The level 3 super, looking to make them feel it. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation. This is a huge chance to make them feel. Taking stock. Player experiencing burnout. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Jumps in. That was a brutal crossover. Player 2 is feeling it. Match point.
Round three. Fight.
Baits them and goes in for the hug. Combo with the target combo. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Both fighters planning something. That combo did decent damage. Goes low. Hits them with a stop and block. Player 2, what a smart move. Going in. Combo. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to which tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Amazing, closes it out! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. That's a counter. Grabs them with the embrace.
Nails the anti-air. They block the overhead, and they hit each other. All right, what's coming up next?
Can't tech the throw.
Closes the gap for the grab.
Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now.
Takes them all the way to the corner with that.
Throws them. What's next? Both fighters planning something? Right lead counters with the knee jab. Nice lead.
That's how you do it.
Goes for the super art? The KO. One more. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round two. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it?
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Goes to the overdrive.
Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing.
Big counter. Somehow pitches and the throw ends the round. Player one is making this look so easy.
Out of my way.
Round 3. Fight.
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
Right kick uses the gauge for a super arm.
Level 3 super! Bending that meter like it's nobody's business. Counting on the super to do the job. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. A parry? Their life is hanging by a thread. It's Chernobyl! The super doesn't hit! The aerial Tatsu! Experiencing burnout. That's a counter. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Roses with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
I'm ready.
An honor to be sure. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Here.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can face some big chances to do damage here. With the grab. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
Tomahawk cut! One chance here may end this match. Player will opt for the throw to close it out. Player 1 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Everything up until now adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Starting something with a super. Will that super be the turning point? Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Hits with the overhead. Player 1 has the meter lead. Gets him. Player 2 is making this look so easy.
Round 3. Fight.
Away.
Grabs them with the embrace.
Away.
A little too greedy there.
Hits them with a stop and pop.
What have we here?
Smart play with the throw. A quick breather.
Play by super arc. Uses the cage for the super. They're not playing around here. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Amnesia.
Nice blocking.
Counters with the knee hit. Nice lead. The super doesn't hit. Both fighters planning fools them and locks them in embrace. Player 2, he crowns them from above. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Nails the 3-ball. Burns out. Stone cold and right. What a finish. I smell a comeback in the works.
Very good. Very good indeed. Round 4. Fight.
Away.
Beats them and goes in for the hug. 3-volt?
Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Going in?
Just goes for it at this range. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter in the super arc. That's not gonna hit. Grabs them with the embrace.
Quick breather.
Big Dick tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc.
Away.
Hanging.
Big time whip. Excellent block. In there. No hype man needed. This is the final round.
That it then? Final round.
Nails the 3-ball. Final round. Who will the fighting game? Very solid on the Hawkbuster. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They got nothing but air. Sees the overhead coming. The 3-ball skewers them. Game time whip. Next, the overhead, but it won't work. Turning them inside out and throwing them into the spin cycle. This can lead to some big damage. Getting it all on this level 2 super art. More fuel to the fire. Put them up for the freezing hot. What now? It drives it back, misses. There's a burnout. Connects with the throw. Crowns of Day are done. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
I'm ready.
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Did well to get the buff in there. Big counter. Condor Wind is fully stocked now. Lily's neutral game is now even more dangerous. Takes a trip. Player 2 chases them down. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Taking stock.
Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Experiencing burnout. KO. Player 2 wins the first round, but they'll need to stick to their game plan in order to win.
Round 2. Fight.
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for the surprise rusher. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Knockdown. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. That drive impact doesn't get through. Decides to buff up while they can. Condor Wind added a bit of juice to that attack. Pokes with a medium kick. Near KO! Both fighters have claimed a round each. Who will get to match point first?
Round 3. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball.
Puts one in the pocket. Sends the meter to throw on some massive damage. No time to be stingy. Aiming for some big damage with a level 3 super. How will this impact things?
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. Decides to buff up while they can. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive. Hits them with a stop and block. Life lead opens up. Experiencing burnout. Thunderbird, and with Condor Wind stock, it's gonna deal even more damage. Throws a fireball. Went for the chip kill. Player 2 is one win away from winning this fight. Can they hang on?
Round 4. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Decides to puff up while they can. Shows a medium kick. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 hits a good spot to use the super. Going in. Burnout activated. Wow, that's some big-time damage there. Now, can they finish the job? The drive impact doesn't work. Sees the overhead coming. Candace going on the offensive? Wow, reads the counter, just what they were after. This match ain't over yet.
Spirit, only I can hear it.
Fight round. Fight.
Opens with the fireball. The last round. It's now or never. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Looking for a chance. Charges forward. Close range, but drive attack misses. Will this super art do anything? What's this Kiku Hado gonna do? Amazing! Impact squash! What are they gonna do? Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Goes up above? Parry! Turns out! What now? Ooh, what a smart throw! Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Player one is in a very good spot now. A real test of nerves here. Player one can't use any drive. Big kid trying to bust this out. No one could have called that. Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Fair fight. An honor, to be sure. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Gaining some meter would open up the opportunity to deal huge damage, but that's easier said than done. Halfway through the round now, expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. How will both competitors use this remaining time? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Looking for a way to incorporate their drive. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. We're in the dying seconds of the match. Someone's got to act before it's too late. What are both fighters going to do? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. They both have full drive gauges to work with. It's a draw. No one's left standing.
Round two. Fight.
How will this round turn out? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super art gauge. Okay, we're at the halfway point now. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Halfway through the round now. Expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat?
There's only 20 seconds remaining. Not much time left in this round. The fighters are scrambling to figure out how to gain some meter here. Resource management is the key to winning. This is the perfect